once again. I hope you had a lovely weekend. I had a very tired weekend with a lot of headache, but I'm fine now and we are back on the dial. And so once again, today with me is my co-host,
Jemima.
and
Jediza.
and we have a lovely, wonderful guest reader who is shining all over the screen. Our name is
Aimee.
Amy. Welcome to the show. Amy, welcome to the show. We love having you here, and we just love your smile and your persona. Wonderful, Amy. Can you get on and ride on? What book are you reading today?
Black Beauty.
Black
Beauty.
Can we see the cover of the book so that the viewers at home can see? Oh, that is. Oh, that's good. I like stories with horses, so she's really getting to my heart. Okay, all right, come on, let's read on, Amy.
When I was very young, my life was gloriously happy. I galloped with other colts by day and slept by my mother's side at night. But when I was 4 years old, a man named Square Gordon came to talk to my master, the horse breeder. He stroked my black coat and the white star on my forehead. Beautiful, he exclaimed. Break him in and I'll buy him. Then he touched the white patch on my back. It's like a beauty spot, he said. I'll call him Black Beauty. I shook with fear. I was going to be sold. Would I have to leave my mother? And what was breaking in? You must learn to wear saddle and bridle, my mother explained. Then the groom thrust the cold steel bar into my mouth and held it there, with straps over my head and under my throat. There was no escape. At first the bar frightened me, but with kind words and treats of oats, I learned to get used to it. Just before I was taken to Square Gordon, my mother spoke to me for the last time. Now, Black Beauty, she whispered, be brave. All young horses must leave their mothers to make their way in the world. Just remember, never bite or rear or kick, and whatever happens, always do your best. When Square Gordon groom arrived, he jumped on my back and we rode away. I cantered through twisting villages until we reached the long drive apple orchard stretched out on either side. The groom led me into a large, airy stable with plenty of corn and hay. A friendly whinny from the next stall made me look up. A fat little pony with a thick mane and tail was poking his head over the tail. I'm Merrylegs, he said. Welcome to Brickwick Park. That was John who rode you here. Merrylegs went on. He's the best groom around, and Squire Gordon is the best owner a horse could have. You'll be happy here. A tall chestnut mare glared at Merrylegs. Trouble is no one knows how long a good home will last, she snapped. I've had more homes than you've had, hot oats. Meet Ginger, said Merrylegs. She bites. That's why she keeps getting sold, even though she's so handsome. Angrily, Ginger tore a wisp of hay in her manger. You don't know anything, she muttered. If you'd beaten through what I have, you'd bite too. Poor Ginger, I thought. What could have made her so unhappy? Ginger's story. Over the next few days, Joan took me out. At first we went slowly, then we trotted and cantered, and ended up in a wonderful, speedy gallop. Well, John, how is my new horse? asked Squire Gordon. First rate, sir, replied John, grooming me carefully. Black Beauty's as swift as a deer, as gentle as a dove, and as safe as houses. A lady's horse, perhaps? asked the squire's wife, feeding me pieces of apples. Oh, yes, Mrs. Gordon. Well, he'll be a good carriage horse, too. We could try him out with Ginger, John suggested. So I was paired up with Ginger to pull the carriages. During our journey, she told me the story of her life. If I had your upbringing. I might be good-tempered like you, she began. My first memory is of a stone being thrown at me. Poor you, I said, but Ginger hadn't finished. When my first owner broke me in, he shoved a painful bit in my mouth. She went on. I reared up in pain, and he fought me with his whip until blood poured from my flanks. And then he cut off my tail. Why? I cried. No, I noticed Ginger had no tail, but thought she must have lost it in an accident. Fashion, Ginger replied bitterly. Some people think horses look better with a stump. Now I have nothing to whisk flies away with. She sighed its agony when they crawled on me and sting. Horrible, I snorted. That's not all. My first owner sold me to a rich London gentleman. He put me in a hearing ring. A what? I asked.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay, Aimee, that's a lovely reading. I think I like Ginger the horse. If you want to know, he's a bit angry. He's a bit angry us. And thank you so much for reading, Aimee. And hopefully, we'll continue to know what happened to Ginger, the Black Beauty, and all the other horses in the story.
Ginger the Black Beauty.
I said Ginger and the Black Beauty. Excuse me. All right. Thank you, kids. And okay, so Jed, do you want to just brush up a bit about what's happening to Betsey, Hurricane Betsey, and read slowly. Okay, come on.
Okay, everyone, pass over your napkins and empty wrappers and cups, and I'll put them in this tray, said Mom. Oh no! Well, Betsey, she couldn't hand over her napkin to Mom.
Do you know why she couldn't hand over a napkin, kids? We've been trying to read it in last week. We'll find out again. Okay, come on.
Her mom will feel the napkin and immediately guess what was in it. That's when Betsey had another idea. She deliberately dropped her knife on the floor. I'll just pick that up, said Betsey. She scooted under the table. Quick as a jackrabbit, Betsey opened up Sharona's handbag and put the napkin filled with all the pieces of hamburger. Then she got the knife and sat up again, putting the knife in one of the trays. Come on then, everyone, let's go home, said Mom. They all stood up. On the way home, Sharona said, Well done, Betsey. I didn't think you'd finish that hamburger. I've never been able to finish one of those in my life. Betsey said nothing. What could she say? And there was just one thing in her mind. How was she going to get the napkin filled with hamburger out of Sharona's bag without anyone finding out? Botheration, thought Betsey. Double and triple botheration. Sharona, do you want me to carry your handbag? Betsey asked hopefully. What on earth for? Asked Sharona. No reason. No, thank you, said Sharona. Just at that moment, Betsey felt the back of her neck get all tingly and hot. She turned around and there was Grandma Liz standing right behind her. And Grandma Liz had that look in her eyes. She looked back and said, Betsey, you're up to something. I don't know what it is, but we both know I'm going to find out. And it didn't take her long to find out either. Betsey followed Sharona into the house, hoping for a chance to take her napkin out of Sharona's handbag. But no sooner they had taken just a couple of steps into the house than Prince, the Alaskan dog, Alsatian dog, came bounding up to Sharona and started sniffing at her handbag. Prince, what are you doing? Sharona frowned.
Okay, Jen. We stop. We I couldn't hold my laughter. Anyway, kids, did you enjoy that like I am? Betsey is the most mischievous girl I've ever met in my entire life. And she has a twin sister here anyway. But now you're twin too. You're twin too. Okay, Betsey. Okay, Jen, what's your question today? What's your question today?
My question is,
where did Hurricane Betsey put the napkin? Okay, we have an answer.
no.
Do you have an answer? Where? Who's bad? Oh.
I have another
No,
question.
you have another question. What's another question? Hey, come on.
What sort of dog did they have? Like what?
Okay, what sort of
breed?
dog? What breed of dog did Betsey have at home? Yeah, do you know it, Amy?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, see, we'll write the question down. They'll tell us later. Okay, well done, Jamie. Can you hear some music?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, really. She's forgotten. Let's move for her so she can
I
have.
always forget.
She can have that. Move. Let's move. Yeah, come on. What are you playing today?
I'm playing German Dance by Joseph Haydn.
German dance. Okay, you better dance with it. Okay.
No, German Dance.
Hey,
Take
come
a
on.
break for violin.
Yeah. Okay, well done.
think I needed a bit
Like
more
as she was
practice.
playing, she was having hiccups.
What's that?
You were having hiccups with the violin. All right, so
I
Jamie,
noticed.
you were. Oh, you didn't notice. Oh, we saw the hiccups. Didn't you see the hiccups, Aya? She was having hiccups as she was playing. Yeah, come on. All right, so you're reading. Come on. Monday.
I have good news and bad news, Mr. Nolan said this morning, after our daily Bible story.
Just keep reading. Yeah.
We looked at each other. First the bad news, Archie said. All right then, Mr. Nolan said. Well, hold on tight. Our school trip has been cancelled this year. What? Matteo shouted. He nearly fell off his chair. Sir, you can't do that. But we have the right to go on a school trip. It's the only fun day all year, Annie said. School trip, Luke and Tom shouted. They began to clap their hands together in the air. Soon the rest of the class was joining in. School trip, school trip, school trip, school trip, etc. I decided to join in, even though I'm not that keen on school trips. Last year we went to Legoland, and I threw up in the roller coaster, covering half the class with disgusting yellow gum. On the coach, I'd eaten 4 coronation chicken sandwiches.
Oh,
Like that.
really?
Okay, come on. The year before, it all went wrong on the water slide. I was halfway down when I suddenly got stuck. When I looked up, I saw Tom and Luke blocking the water flow at the top of the slide. And then they launched themselves, speeding down like mad. Luke bashed into my face and I had to leave the swimming pool with bleeding nose. At the time, Luke said it was my own fault. You were completely stuck on the slide, that Geek. You should be thankful. Without us, you'd still be stuck. School trip! School trip! We shouted and clapped our hands together. Mr. Nolan ignored us and got an old flowery thermos out of his bag and poured himself a cup of tea. He blew on it, took a sip, and started doing some marking. Luke and Tom carried on shouting, but Archie called out, "Shut your mouths or else!" And Christy and Esther whispered, "Shh, and be quiet, and don't be such idiots." And at last it was silent. Mr. Nolan moved the essays to one side and looked up. And now, the good news. We're going on a residential.
You kind of.
A residential, I said, shocked. I wouldn't exactly call it good news. 5 days, Mr. Nolan said loudly. Okay. Tom and Luke did a high five. Cool! Epic, Monsieur said. We spend each night in a youth hostel, and then in the daytime we'll go to theme parks in the cinema, Luke added. Mateo jumped up and knocked over his chair. Disney World! Alton Towers, she shouted. The zoo! Sea World! We call it Deep Sea World in Edinburgh. A tropical aqua park with a spiral water slide. Well, that isn't exactly what we're going to do, Mr. Nolan. We will be going on day trips during our residential, but with the aim of learning new things together. Educational trips. What? Luke was outraged. Sure, Richie moaned. He slipped off his chair onto the floor and lay there with his eyes shut. It's a joke, isn't it, sir? Mateo said. Come on, tell us it's a joke. Look here, boys, Mr. Nolan said. You all know that my favourite thing in the world is swirling around in a teacup in a thing just like that. But I've had a chat with Mr. Fazeli. He said, come on, Mr. Nolan, it won't harm any of these children to actually learn a few things during their residential. The chief stood up. He shook his head. Poor excuse, sir. Yes, sir. In this class, you are the boss, said Luke. And theme parks can be very educational, actually, Mateo shouted. Yes, Tom said. For example, you can learn that you shouldn't go on a roller coaster after eating coronation chicken sandwiches. Luke and Tom high-fived and laughed very loudly. What kind of things are we going to do then? Christy asked. I'm so glad you asked, Mr. Nolan. He typed something into his laptop, and suddenly this loud, exciting, menacing violin music blasted out of the loudspeakers. Oh yeah, and this is a real video, so if you want to watch it, we'll have to put the link in the comments.
I'll put the link in the comment. There's a video that is really nice that is there. We sent 2 links today for the one we read last week about the intelligent animals. So you can check our Facebook link and then watch the videos.
On the interactive whiteboard, or softboard, we saw a moon, a dark grey lump of stone rotating in a large black space. And then Mercury appeared, like a dried out orange. And then a large red planet with mysterious dark shape. The red planet! Mars! I whispered. The music got louder. There was Venus, enormous and yellow. And then, at last, the Earth, a blue ocean with large green drifting islands. And clouds floating above the surface. Whoosh! The Earth moved to the background and Neptune appeared, spinning, much, much bigger than all the previous planets. Then Saturn and Jupiter came into view, followed by the Sun, and the Earth kept getting smaller until it was nothing more than a tiny speck, vanishing into the enormous space, with one star after another popping up. The stars got bigger and bigger, and then a giant red star appeared, which was so massive it didn't fit onto the whiteboard. I went, Are we going to Mars? Mateo shouted. Hey! Archie said. We're going to Mars. Yeah, right, I remember. We'll go to Mars and we'll never come back.
Okay, Jeremy, that's fantastic reading. I enjoyed today's reading. So do you have a question or do you want me to ask a question?
You can. the question.
Okay, so where are the kids going on
Well,
holiday?
not really holiday.
What kind of school trip are they going for? What kind of school trip? Yeah. What kind of school trip?
Is it more?
No, Amy, what kind of school trip are they going for?
A school trip to Mars.
Oh no! The teacher said it. The teacher said it. And we were all talking about it. Can I give you a clue? They were talking about it. They're going to spend 5 days.
C.
No.
C. C.
I'm not asking about what they're going
Why
to
did
do
you say
there.
C?
Okay, I'm not going to say the answer. Do you know the answer, Ayo?
C. C. C is not a clue.
It starts with an R. Let me just give you a clue.
C. That's what they do.
Okay, what's
That's
that?
not what the thing is called.
What?
Is it a representational?
Exactly, they're going on a residential trip. They're going for a residential school trip. So a residential school trip is where you will stay in an hostel or somewhere, and all of you will like a camp, but in a building rather than outside. And then you now go for outings each day of a school trip. I bet you like that.
I went on a spree like 2 years ago, and I think that was a bit like one.
Really? Okay, that's
Because
something
we did
like that.
stay in like cabins.
In the cabin. Yeah, but this one is like a hostel, like a youth hostel. Then you now go. Anyway, so that's for today. But we have left the links on the platform. We'll write the questions again for you to answer the questions. Remember, we are putting together the winner for the month, and we are fast approaching doing that. So today, if you know the answer, drop the answer on the link so we can tell you at the end of the month if you are the first winner, if you are the second winner, or you are the third winner. Okay, winner. You see my hurricane Betsey?
We have 27
Anyway,
days.
if you really want to know why I was so excited about Hurricane Betsey, you need to go and watch all the other episodes and see the crafts she's been doing or manifesting in her family. She's really a hurricane. Anyway, thank you for joining us today, and we love having you. And we'll see you tomorrow on Reading with Joan. Bye.
Bye.
Amy, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.